Okay, I would now like to explain the role of Mayor and Deputy Mayor and the election process that takes place. As Councillor Harris has said, there's been a Mayor of Gillingham since 1973. The Mayor represents the town and its people and is a symbol of authority identified by robes and a chain of office. The Mayor connects the present day with history, customs and traditions of the area, and acts as a symbol of continuity. So prior to the 20th century, the choice of mayor was very restricted, but today they can come from any class, gender or ethnic background, reflecting the more open and democratic society that we live in. So the mayor can use their position to inspire community pride, encourage business and promote the voluntary sector. The mayor should enhance the image of the council by ensuring the dignity of the office and promote accessibility of the office to the public. So the mayor is the chairman of the council with responsibility to uphold and promote the council's standing orders. They preside over meetings of the full council so that its business can be carried out efficiently. They should adopt an impartial role in discharging their duties of office and be fair in conducting business at formal meetings of the council. Then there's a ceremonial role. So the ceremonial role of the mayor is to represent the town council in the community and local democracy, acting as the council's ambassador in promoting the town and hosting all council civic events. So the mayor attends events often associated with charitable and voluntary organisations, affording them due recognition for their valuable contributions to the well-being of the local community. They can act as a link between the various organisations they visit, and they can feed back views and concerns of the people. So the deputy mayor has two major roles. Firstly, to deputise for the mayor at the mayor's request when the mayor is unable to fulfil an engagement, and secondly, to support the mayor at major civic events organised by the council. So every year, the town's councillors elect from within their number the mayor and deputy mayor for the following civic year. The process starts in March with nominations by members received at our March full council meeting. An election then takes place at the May full council meeting, and this year that was completed on Monday the 23rd of May. The mayoral term of office is 1 year from May to May. So before we hand over the robes and the chain of office, I would like to invite the retiring mayor, Councillor Paul Harris, to make his retiring address.
Thank you, Madam Town Clerk. Fellow councillors, staff members and honoured guests. At the end of any term of office and civic year, there's always a little time for reflection. What did we set out to do? What did we achieve? And what still needs to be done? As I said in my initial address in May 2021, this is all about teamwork. It's the councillors, the staff, and those of our residents who choose to stand up and assist the council deliver on its plans that's important. What we achieve together. In the beginning, I set councillors a number of challenges for the year. First, each of you was encouraged to undertake training in the year from a series of courses run for councillors. This could be a subject that interests you, contributes to your knowledge, and more importantly, contributes to the work and responsibilities of the council. We all rose to the challenge, which resulted in this council being awarded the Dorset Association of Parish and Town Councils 3-star award for training. This is the highest award that we can achieve, and it's the first time we have done so, and we should endeavour to maintain it year on year. The certificate is on the wall down by the council chamber, and I encourage you to have a look at it as you go to the reception after this ceremony. Second, together we delivered a 5-year plan. Not only does this look at what we expect to do and when, it also looks forward and signposts the council's thoughts for the future. Some projects take a long time to deliver and others need to be refreshed after a decade or two. For that reason, the plan not only covers the next 5 years, but it also looks forward in 5-year segments to 20 years plus. The plan provides us with the basis for developing our annual budget, and along with our various management plans is a guiding document for the council. Third, we chose to update the Gillingham neighbourhood plan. This is some years old now, and it needed a refresh to ensure that we could defend our position with regard to the development of the town. I'm grateful to the subcommittee for their work on this document. And I'd like to recognise Mr. Jamie Francis, who's sitting there at the back, our temporary administrator, for his fantastic work updating the document, the tables and the maps, and for making them accessible to all types of electronic media. Jamie's contract with us came to a close last Friday, and he started in a similar role with Shaftesbury Town Council last Monday. Our loss is certainly their gain, and I wish you well in your new role. At the annual Town Assembly back in the middle of April, I laid out what we had achieved in the year, so I'll not repeat it here. The event is on the Gillingham Town Council's YouTube channel, so you can watch it yourself if you missed it. What still needs to be done? I'll leave that to the council to determine. So I'll close out my mayoral year with some very heartfelt thanks. First, to your mayoress, my wife Jean. You've held the role of mayoress in support of me for the past year. You've been the first mayoress of Gillingham for 6 years, and there won't be another one for a coming year. Sorry, Stuart. There have only been 10 previous mayoresses in the first 50 years of the mayor's position. There's some who've had the position more than once. It's quite a rare role. Thank you for your enduring support during the year. You're supporting and extending all the civic events across the county, openings of various locations and events throughout the town, and your help in hosting various visitors to the town. You've kept me on track to attend a wide variety of meetings that befall the mayor. Next to my deputy mayor, Councillor Sharon Cunningford. Sharon, thank you for your immense support over the past year and for stepping in and representing the town when I was unable to do so due to various diary clashes. I trust the experience has set you up for success as our next mayor. I'd like to recognise all of our town councillors. Thank you for your support to the town over the past year. You give your valuable time to council activities and do so without any financial remuneration. I appreciate the trust that you gave me in electing me to the position of mayor for the past 12 months. I hope that you feel that I have repaid the faith you showed in me. Thank you, one and all. No successful council runs smoothly without its dedicated staff, both in the office and on the ground. Over the past year, and even before that, the office staff have been committed and steadfast in their support to the council. We've overcome challenges, undergone a restructuring and a job evaluation process, and come out the other side much stronger as a team. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support during the year. Jill, thank you for your support as the Mayor's Executive Assistant, keeping me well informed about upcoming events and managing my diary so efficiently. And congratulations on your appointment as the Assistant Town Clerk. Deborah, thank you for all of your work on the financial aspects of the council. You make it so easy for the councillors to follow the regular financial reports and then to be able to make the decisions that they need to make. Your recommendations for change and for contracting out some activities have released a significant amount of pressure on staff time and have been very welcome at an opportune moment. Your contribution to the council is immense. Serena, thank you for your support and work over the year. Your skills are now being recognised and you're taking on more responsibilities as a result of the reorganisation. Your insight is welcome. The ground staff, under the leadership of Simon, our Works Manager, supported by Martin, our Deputy Works Manager, deliver our open spaces and our planted areas to an incredibly high standard. We are regularly awarded green flag status for our various open spaces. This is down to the skill and hard work of our ground staff, our horticulturalists and our apprentice, Rosamond. I must also thank them for all the incredible work that they did in converting the Roman Business Centre into Roman Court, which is our dedicated workshop area. Without their skills and commitment, we would not have achieved what we have on that site. I would also like to recognise the creative work carried out by that team in designing and delivering the wonderful artworks that underpin the flower displays around the town. Wait until you see the crown celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Thank you all for your continuing hard work. I must almost end by recognising our town clerk, Julie. Julie is the CEO of the council staff. She leads our diverse, eclectic, multi-skilled workforce with aplomb. She's developed the appointment and made it her own. We're very lucky as a council to have such a hard-working, knowledgeable and dedicated leader of our staff. Thank you, Julie, for all that you've done. You're truly an unsung hero. And finally, a warm welcome to Jo at the back there, who joined the staff on the last day of my appointment on Monday. She's taken on the role of Customer Services Officer and Mayor Secretary. You join a hard-working team. I really hope you know what you let yourself in for. Thank you all very much.
So at full council on Monday, the 23rd of May, the proposer and seconder for the town mayor were Councillor Porter and Councillor Hill. Councillor Sharon Cullingford accepted the nomination, and by a show of hands, the councillor's vote was carried. Councillor Sharon Cullingford was duly elected Mayor of Gillingham, and Councillor Barry von Clemens was elected Deputy Mayor. So I'd now like to invite Councillor Porter to say a few words.
There's an awful lot of you. I'm very pleased and honoured to have been invited to say a few words on this occasion. I promise to be brief. There are many, many reasons why I propose Sharon to be the mayor. There are many, many reasons why council decided unanimously to agree with that proposal. Because there are so many reasons, I will keep them very short. As I say, I promise to be brief. Sharon has impressed with her leadership. She's been a member and has chaired many, many committees. She's impressed with her enthusiasm, with her wish to achieve all that she can for the residents and businesses of this town. I have no doubt whatsoever, and I'm sure my fellow councillors agree, so indeed they have already indicated they do, that she will continue to do so. She will be an ambassador for this council, one to look up to and one that should receive all support from the town and the council. She will be accompanied by her consort, Stuart, who will give all the help that he can. He will be well supported. As I said, I'm going to keep this extremely short, and the last thing I want to do is just to invite you all to join me in showing your welcome, or indicating your welcome to Sharon, and indicating your best wishes for the forthcoming year. So,
Councillor Porter. I'd now like to invite Councillor Cullingford to accept the mayoral robes.
well and truly serve Majesty second, people of Gillingham, in Section 15, the Local Government Act 1972, Town of Gillingham, County of Dorset, will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I'm going to sign.
Thank you. And can I ask the proposer, Councillor Porter, to come and sign as a witness? Thank you, Councillor Porter. And Councillor Hill, if you could come and sign as a witness as well, please. Madam Mayor, would you like to announce your consort, please?
I would like to announce my husband, Mr. Stuart Cullingford, as my consort for the mayor. Oh, sorry. Again. You have my job. Lovely. Okay.
Now, with the new Mayor of Gillingham, Councillor Sharon Cunningford, please make your address.
Oh, thank you. So, councillors, my family, closest friends and honoured guests, I'm truly honoured to be elected your 50th Mayor for our town of Gillingham for the coming year. I would like to thank my proposer, Councillor Graham Porter, for his very kind work, and my seconder, Councillor Nick Hill, for supporting Graham's proposal, and to all our councillors for their support and genuine trust in me to represent our town. Thank you to you all for making the time to join me on such a special evening. I feel immense pride as I join the list of mayors that you can see on the boards to your left. These include Councillor Rupert Ebel, Mayor in 2009, following in the footsteps of Fred Ebel, Town Mayor in 1982 and 1992. And Stephen Joyce, Mayor in 2012, following in the footsteps of his father, George Joyce, who was Town Mayor in 1984. So I now have that honour to be the first daughter to become Mayor after my late father, Robin Hussey, Gillingham's Town Mayor in 1985. And this gives me the opportunity to praise my parents, Robin and Esther, who taught me the importance of volunteering my time and strong community values. I was born and raised in Gillingham, the eldest of my 4 siblings, Christopher, Rachel, David and Lizzie. We all attended local schools, and enthusiastically I attended the local Brownie, Guy groups, played for a short time for Gillingham Town Junior Band, learnt to ring the St Mary's church bells with my closest friend Anne, sung in the local choirs, and looking back I see that nothing has really changed for me because I still actively belong to several different community clubs and charities, so I've never really stopped. At secondary school, I involved myself with 5 other students in the new local branch of the Duke of Edinburgh Awards Scheme. And the first 5 students in Gillingham to complete the award, of which I am now proud to say that I'm now a trustee for the local awards centre, which is a great honour. After I left school, I taught riding and horse management locally at Milton Lodge Hotel, and this is where I met my husband Stuart. We were married in 1985. With the help of Stuart's parents, we'd set up our flooring business in Mere. The business has grown from strength to strength and now employs a majority of our family, Our newest member and oldest member of staff is my mum. And what could be better than working with your children and grandchildren when you're 1 year off your 80th birthday? Mum is an amazing lady and certainly does not act her age. Stuart and I are proud to say that we have 4 amazing children and 8 grandchildren, and they have all been very supportive and given me the drive and the confidence to take on this role as mayor. Stuart, Samantha, Emily, Lucy and Harry, thank you for your support. Sadly, our daughter Emily and grandson Logan could not make this evening. They had a choice to either fly here to see Mum, Nanny, made mayor, or they could fly in July and join us on a celebratory holiday with the whole family. So you can tell that was a difficult decision for Emily. She's going on the holiday. But I'm glad that she's with us here tonight. To my predecessor, Councillor Paul Harris, QGM, and your wonderful wife, Jean, on behalf of all the councillors and staff, I would like to express our sincere gratitude and thanks. You have attended so many engagements throughout this year, representing Gillingham as our mayor and mayoress. Paul and Jean have crisscrossed the county of Dorset, surrounding areas and further afield, spreading the good word about Gillingham. Paul has worked tirelessly throughout the year with various committees, most notably getting the newly purchased workshops up off the ground with his committee. And in time for the time when our leases expired at Station Road, it was timed perfectly. With the expert help of his committee, the wonderful office staff and grounds team that we are so fortunate to employ, the workshops are now a great asset for the town, and we look forward to installing solar power during the coming year. It is my full intention with Stuart as my consort to continue spreading the word across the county of Dorset and beyond that Gillingham is open to welcome new development, new infrastructure, new business, commercial and retail to the town, and with the support of the local Chamber of Commerce we will do. Gillingham is ideally located closely to the train station and the major trunk road, the A303, so it's great for expansion. Personally, we are very fortunate to live in such a supportive area for our flooring and interior design business. We have a retail shop on Gillingham High Street and a large solar powered warehouse on Wincanton Business Park. And I believe this gives me the utmost confidence to boast how great this town is and the local areas around Gillingham, and is an excellent location for businesses to either start up or relocate to. Along with our newly elected Deputy Mayor, Councillor Clemens, my ambition for this year is to focus energy on bringing a local loop bus service back to Gillingham to help our town's residents to travel into town for provisions and appointments. We are keen to work with the community groups in Gillingham to seek grants to hopefully bring this bus service back to the town. I am looking forward to this coming year, meeting the Gillingham business owners, community clubs, societies and the residents of Gillingham and Milton-on-Stour. By attending and supporting local functions, I look forward to representing Gillingham further afield as and when it's requested. My first engagement will start tomorrow at 5 AM, when Stuart and I shall travel to Lenoble, France, with the Gillingham Town Twinning Association, represented here this evening by President David Lloyd, Ellie Lloyd and Secretary Muriel Sheen. I shall meet with the Mayor of Lenoble and the Lenoble Town Twinners when we shall plant a tree to celebrate the 45th year that Gillingham has been twinned with Lenoble, set up by this council in 1977 by Tony Coombs, and instigated, I might add, by a telephone number written on the back of a napkin at a function in Brionne. I shall also have the pleasure to present a Jubilee commemorative plate to the people of Lenoble in commemoration of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. I will carry out my duties with pride and to the very best of my ability, as I have done as your Deputy Mayor, a role that I have embraced and thoroughly enjoyed. Councillor Harris has very generously involved me in meetings throughout the year, and I've accompanied him on occasions to various events, enabling me to observe how the Mayor represents the town. Without such an introduction to learning the ropes, it would have been a very steep learning curve. And I now look forward to showing the same grace to our new Deputy Mayor with full involvement during the year. So, my chosen charities are Gang and the Green Gang. Gang stands for Gillingham Action for Nature Group. It has been going for over 30 years, being founded by Elizabeth Kendall, a freeman of Gillingham and a past town councillor. They're a friendly group of people with a common interest in local wildlife and natural environment. They've managed Withy Wood for 30 years and planted Millennium Wood in 2000. There are 2 nature reserves behind Tinknell Fuels on the brickfields spanning either side of the River Stour. They strongly encourage awareness of wildlife by holding walks, talks and putting on children's activities. They arrange trips to places of particular wildlife interest. They also engage in practical conservation work in and around Gillingham. For 7 years, a group of adults recovering their mental health came in an NHS minibus to do physical work together in the open air for the environment. When this NHS activity came to an end, the participants said they wanted to continue. So the Green Gang was born. Bob Messer is here tonight with Sheena Messer, an active gang member. Bob is chair of gang and the coordinator of Green Gang. Bob has attended several one-day courses on recovery, anxiety, depression, and understanding unusual experiences. To add to the 7 years experience of working with these volunteers, Green Gang is now 5 years old. Green Gang's work in Withy Wood on council open spaces and on the town meadow. And Green Gang have helped build footpaths, installed benches, planted trees and maintained 2 community orchards planted by Gang. They have cleared footpaths, mended and painted a footbridge, rubbed down and painted benches. They meet once a fortnight for about 4 hours with breaks for refreshments. The numbers are small and they all have a strong tradition of mutual respect and support. There are jobs to suit everyone. There is no charge or membership fee for people wishing to join. During the winter months, Green Gang will move into Gilshed, the man shed, on a Wednesday morning when the weather is too poor to work in the open. There, they will make nest boxes, feeders and footbridge tracks. Besides its trips and talks and education work, what does Gang do? The major projects, they've repaired the path from Withy Wood under the Capel Creek, that's the tunnel up to the sewage work entrance. They planted shrubs to enhance the public open space between horse fields and poppy fields for bees, butterflies and birds. And they built a path at Frogged Hollow. 10 years ago, they planted a copse of rare native black poplar on the path to Magiston. In 2018, Gang planted a community orchard at Shires Gate, Peacemarsh, with the help of parents and pupils from Milton-on-Stour Primary School. They planted 25 trees, mostly Old Dorset and Somerset varieties of apples and pears. In 2019, they added 3 plum, 1 damson and a greengage. And a second orchard was planted at Upper Loddon beside King John Road in 2020. Gang has a small tree nursery, and this year they planted 80 trees around Gillingham, all native species. This was done by Gang members, Duke of Edinburgh Award students, and Green Gang, sometimes just all working together. Future plans include a wildflower wall, an edible hedge for people and birds, and a wildlife pond. They will restock the tree nursery and add shrubs. After the visit in April from the new High Sheriff to Dorset, I was amazed at the work completed by the Green Gang, and that's so proudly run by Bob. This weekend, Saturday the 28th of May, Gang will hopefully see their funds boosted by the annual plant sale. So with that said, it is my pleasure to announce the Green Gang and Gang as my chosen charities for all the wonderful work they complete each year, for the pleasure and enjoyment of the Gillingham residents, to enjoy the wonderful green spaces we have, not to mention the wonderful therapy received by all those who partake. To be able to represent Gillingham during such a special year is a great honour. Never in a British person's lifetime has a British monarch achieved a platinum jubilee, nor reigned as long as Queen Elizabeth II. We are all here this year to witness British history in the making. To our councillors and the council staff, I look forward to working and supporting you all during this coming year and to make sure that we achieve our goals for the greater good of Gillingham. I want you to know that I can be approached at any time to listen and give you the support you need to be good councillors, to represent and engage with the residents of your wards. Finally, a message to the residents of our town. I am happy to meet with you at any given time at the town hall to listen to any issues concerning the town and your relationship with the town. Whilst I cannot personally solve every problem, I can find out who to put you in touch with and who can help you. I will communicate openly, honestly and effectively by connecting you with suitable resources and people, and most of all, I will follow up to make sure that you've received your answers. I encourage our town's residents to attend the weekly council meetings during the year, every first, second, third and fourth Monday, apart from bank holidays when the meetings will fall on a Tuesday. The agendas are readily available on the Town Council website. We always meet here at the council chamber, so attend our planning meetings and have your say. Attend our finance meetings and have your say. Attend our general purposes meetings and have your say. We encourage all residents to keep their eyes out for the notice boards for information. We are an approachable council. We look forward to hearing from what you want and how we can incorporate it into our annual budget. We do not operate behind closed doors. We are open and transparent, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Mayor. So, at a full council meeting on Monday, the 23rd of May, Councillor Barry von Clemens was elected Deputy Mayor, proposed by Councillor Cllr and seconded by Councillor Hill. And I'd like to invite Councillor Cllr to come and say a few words, please.
Fellow councillors, honoured guests. We're very keen to hear. I will keep it brief. I propose Councillor Barry von Clemens for the role of Deputy Mayor. As having known him for some years, I have found him to be very knowledgeable in council matters and a popular member of the community. In view of his previous service as Mayor of Gillingham, where he served the community well through the difficult times of the pandemic, it is my opinion that he will make an excellent Deputy Mayor in the forthcoming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Cllr. The Deputy Mayoral robes and regalia will now be handed over. Councillor Barry von Clemens, would you like to announce your deputy consort, please?
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. I do apologise. I would like to present my niece, Alexandra von Clemens, as my consort, Deputy Mayor's consort for the coming year.
I would now like to present the outgoing Mayor, Councillor Paul Harris, with his past Mayor's badge. Good one. I'm going off script again. This is to you and Jean from me to say thank you for everything that you've done this year and in helping me to take this role on this year. I'm very, very appreciative. Deborah, thanks for the memorable. Never going to. I'd like you all to join Stuart, myself, Barry and Alexandra in the council chamber to enjoy a celebratory drink and canapes. Thank you. The drinks are up the end.
And Emily's here if you want to speak to Emily.